Okay, this one is an expression that you're not going to hear very often. And one reason I know that is that I just heard it today. And it's not a commonly spoken idiom, but I decided to talk about this because if this should ever be mentioned at a party or in a conversation, you'll know what they're talking about. Okay, but it's like I tried to find examples of it being spoken, and there were not any examples of it. So, but you'll see that there's a lot of examples of it used as a kind of an expression, and and the expression is every blessing ignored becomes a curse. Now we're going to talk about what that means, but you can sort of guess it. It's a sort of a another one of these things that's saying, don't be complacent. Take like follow your dreams kind of thing. Take chances, go for it, because that's one of the meanings. Like if you find out that you have some chance but you don't take it, then that's a blessing ignored. But another meaning of it is don't forget to count to what we say when I was growing up. We'd say count your blessings. Count your blessings. Americans are always saying, "Oh, just count your blessings. Count your blessings. It could be worse, right?" So to count your blessings means to uh, look around you and be thankful for what you have. Things could be so much worse. Things could be so much worse. If you have a roof over your head, then things could be a lot worse, right? If you've eaten today, things could be worse. If you're not addicted to heroin, you know, then things could be worse. If you're not marching off to battle in some war or something, count your blessings because things could be worse, right? So, anyway, to count your blessings, just you've got a computer, you've got an iPad, you've got a job, whatever, you've got a family, you've got children, uh, those are all blessings. Don't forget to count them. That's kind of what this thing is about. Uh, okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, so I looked this up with AI, but I want to tell you first where this came from. It came from this book, The Alchemist, and the reason I started thinking about this was I was watching a YouTube video just maybe 30 minutes ago, and this topic came up of this novel, and it's a kind of like a novel, fictional novel, but there's kind of philosophy woven into it, and the guy was saying that we should read this or we should listen to it. But it was only published in 1988, so it's not really that old, right? But there's a lot of like hidden messages in this novel. Okay, so, I- but let's take a look here. Okay, this is one of the main meanings. Ignoring blessings never leads to positive thinking. If you're not being grateful, you're usually complaining or getting down on yourself. This is never helpful and is always harmful. Okay. Um, so, but it also means uh, that you if you ignore personal legends in favor of settling into material comfort. So there's like two main meanings. They're using this expression personal legends, but it really means opportunities. Those who ignore their opportunities in favor of being comfortable will feel haunted by their untapped potential. Oops. Does that make sense? So if you have some kind of an opportunity, but you chicken out and you don't take that opportunity, you feel haunted, right? And I'm going to give you one example from my life: the U.S. military. I should have gone in to the U.S. military. It's such a big organization, and there's so many retirement benefits and opportunities to learn a skill and schools, and it's all paid for by the government, and they train you to do certain things. But I chickened out because I thought that I would be the kind of guy that would get nervous, and start messing up, right? So I would, they would be telling me to do something, and I wouldn't quite understand it. I'd get nervous and mess up, and then they'd yell at me more, and they would sort of target me. I just was sort of scared of that. So, but anyway, now as a man, I was kind of like a boy back then. I was about 18 years old. But as a man, I think I could have totally done it. But that's just the way things go. But the point is that was an opportunity that I didn't seize, and I regret that, right? So that's how it goes. That girl you want to say hi to, you didn't do it, you're going to regret it. Okay, so um, okay, so okay, so here's how it is. Blessings ignored. When we fail to recognize and embrace the opportunities, okay, just like what I was talking about, going to the military or saying hi to that girl, then uh, we're going to have regrets. Or if we fail to recognize our gifts or our own positive experiences that come our way, we ignore those blessings, and then we don't appreciate them, and therefore they don't give us happiness. Okay, and so becoming a curse over time, these unacknowledged blessings can weigh heavily on our heart. So it just means regret. Seriously, the very things that could have enriched our lives become a burden, a curse. We feel haunted by the potential that we didn't explore, the paths we didn't take. So don't have regrets, people. Okay, and this is just kind of like a repeat. Like when we get comfortable in our lives, we get that nice. Oh, I got another example for you, but it's not a very good example. Okay. I spent way too long working in that factory because I was making a decent amount of money. I mean, I was paying the bills and I was eating, and I spent way too long. The only thing that I don't that I kind of did was I started to go to college, while I was in that factory. But anyway, uh, I wanted to tell you about a kind of a thing that haunts me, a kind of like regret. Okay, and it's about becoming complacent. You don't want to become complacent in your life. You get to be too comfortable, and you don't follow your big dream. You know what I mean? Oh, that really hits me, because I've had some pretty kind of like comfortable jobs, shall we say, and it's dangerous to get into your comfort zone, because you end up not following that dream because you're like, why, I'm okay, I'm good, yeah. So anyway, this is a deep video here. All right, let's see, do I have anything else for you? Let's see, let me get this. Okay, so I wanted to show you this just to kind of prove that it's not any kind of secret. A lot of people would know this. So you're at a big, you know, kind of cocktail party among some educated people, then a lot of people are going to know this. And in fact, I think I'm going to listen to this audiobook. Okay. This is just what, in this case, this is the where it appears in the book. Every blessing ignored has become a curse. And so he says, I don't want anything else in life, because he's become complacent. He's comfortable. But his friend is forcing him to look at the wealth and the horizons that I had never known. So, but he doesn't want to know about it because it's too much work to go after his dreams. Okay. Okay, this is pretty deep. Okay, so every blessing ignored becomes a curse. Okay. First of all, because if you're not thankful for what you actually have, then it's a blessing ignored, and it's not going to make you happy, and you're going to start thinking negatively. Another thing is every opportunity ignored. Blessing is an opportunity. Every opportunity ignored becomes a curse, because you're going to have those regrets. And so basically, and don't become complacent. Don't become too comfortable, right? Because you're going to regret it, because we only have a limited amount of time in this world. And when you're on your deathbed, then you're going to regret. You're not going to regret. When you're on your deathbed, you're not going to say, I wish I would have laid on the beach a little bit more. I wish I would have chilled out. No, you're going to be saying, oh, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done this, So anyway, I will talk to you on the next video.